Hello everyone, this is Shadow SC2 and I'm going to be casting another 1 versus 1 from MLG Dallas. This game is going to be in between AT and Socke. He is spawning as the blue Protoss in the 6 o'clock position. He's going to be facing off against the red Zerg player HayPro, who both players are definitely very good players. The map is just going to be Metalopolis. And this game was very long, as you'll notice by the timer, so if you hear me take a drink of water, I apologize. This is a very long game. This is definitely the longest game I've ever casted, so we will see how this goes, as Socke is going to be throwing down a pylon on 9, just like usual. But while this game is a little slow at the beginning, just like usual, nothing really interesting. HayPro does get extractor early extractor trick, but what I was going to talk about is I'm hopefully going to start doing some dailies on maybe Justin TV or Ustream. If you guys have any ideas which is better, I know Day9 uses Justin TV for Ustream issues. Obviously, I will not have that many viewers, so I won't have to worry about it too much. But if anybody has any preparations, let me know. But hopefully I will start to do that sometime here within maybe the next couple of weeks. I'll hopefully try to do one maybe this weekend or maybe next weekend. I'm not real sure, but I will post as a bulletin. I will put it on my channel, and I will post it on Twitter, so make sure you're following me on Twitter to hear about that. But as you can see, Socke is trying to just make sure that HayPro does not go for an early expansion, which it does not look like that HayPro is trying to do that. It looks like right now he's just going pretty standard timings with that spawn pool. So right now it looks like HayPro is going to be scouting his opponent, and it looks like Socke going with a very unusual style of wall in, but of course you see a lot of different stuff in the MLG, as he is going for very standard cybernetics core on 19 right after the gateway. So right now he's just making sure that HayPro does not go for an early expansion. HayPro did get just enough gas to get the speedling upgrade. It looks like right now he's going to be pumping out a few Zerglings, take care of this probe, and then put an expansion down, which I actually like this. I really like this style of play. However, I believe if Socke does tend to go for a very early rush, then HayPro will need some roaches to be able to hold that off efficiently. I know I made a video earlier where you can do it with just Zerglings. However, you will need a lot of Zerglings, and when I say a lot, I mean you're going to need close to 40 Zerglings to hold off a 4 gate. So, looking at both players, Zerglings stopping outside the ramp just to see what's going on, as we do see a second and a third gate go down for AT and Socke. So it looks like he's going to either go for a 3-gate robo or a 3-gate expansion. Sorry guys. For any of you who do not realize how much of a toll this takes on your voice, really need to try casting a couple of games, especially when you cast a lot. Of course, I have cast. This will be my 4th game to cast today, and this is the longest one. So hopefully my voice will hold out. I may have to stop after a little while, but looking at the game, looks like HayPro is going to be sending some units down to saturate this expansion. Very standard. Still working off of one extractor that he is not mining from just yet. So he is definitely not worried about getting too much gas right now, as the 3 warp gates are coming down. So I would definitely expect to see an expansion go down here pretty soon, as we see a sentry and 2 sentries going down. Now guys, if you're wondering, I apologize for having to turn down the graphics. I won't be able to see the units as they're warping in. My computer has been really slow here lately, so I'm having to turn down some of the graphics options just to make it run smoother. I think some of that will fare better than having to have a very laggy video. But as we can see, both players just going for a very heavy macro style right now. The food count advantage does go to Socke right now. However, right now he is just making a lot of sentries, just making sure that he can secure this expansion. He does have, in fact, 6 sentries right now. Looking at the units count, it does have 6 sentries and 2 zealots, while HayPro only has 9 zerglings. However, he is... Oh, I apologize. I did not see this hallucination upgrade. So Socke is going to be using a hallucination to see what his opponent is doing as a spine crawler does go down for HayPro. Guess I should keep a better eye on the production tab. And now that I do that, I do see a starport going down for Socke. This is very interesting. This is definitely very unorthodox. You don't usually see board rays go up against a Zerg player, simply because Colossi are so powerful against a Zerg army. But as we do see, the Phoenix is going to see everything, as it is going to deal some phantom damage against the opponent. And HayPro is going to be taking a very early 3rd expansion. That is very awkward. You usually don't see something that early. Even Idra likes to wait till about the 9-minute mark, as HayPro does not really have much in the way of an army. Right now, Socke does have the advantage when it comes to army. But looks like 6 more Zerglings being produced and 5 Roaches being produced by HayPro. So HayPro is definitely going to be playing catch up as far as army goes. But he does have a 3rd expansion coming up, probably within the next minute or so. He does have about 40 to 50 minutes left. Now the Zerglings are going to be regrouping down with this group right here. Looks like the Roaches are going to stay back and defend. That is actually a very good position for that spine crawler to be in. Now, what is he planning on doing with his Zerglings? I guess he's going to be running in, attacking, and running out. However, that is a lot of sentries. It'll be very dangerous for him to do any harassment and expect to get out, because that is so many sentries. And let's look at just how much energy. Oh my gosh, they just... Looks like all but one can do at least 2 force fields, while a couple of them can do at least 3 force fields. So it's going to be very interesting to see what HayPro decides to do, as he is making a push here. And is he going to... Oh, it looks like he is just trying to get in the main, which he will not with that clutch force field. So those Zerglings are just going to chill out right now, while HayPro does decide to get this expansion to start saturating. He is making a queen at that expansion. As you can see, he only has 1 queen per hatchery right now. Doesn't look like he can really afford to be getting any more. Looks like he is going to only have 1 per hatchery. As we do see, I believe these are real phoenixes. Yes, those are not hallucinations. So we have 2 phoenixes and a void ray about to go attack this 3rd expansion, which this could be very devastating, considering that number 1, he does not have even 1 queen here. But even if he did, these three phoenixes will be able to lift it up, and then they will just be able to kill it outright. So right now, HayPro is behind. It doesn't even look like he has a Hydralisk Den up yet. This is very unfortunate for him, as this Phoenix and Void Ray are going to be able to do a lot of damage, and this Queen is going to be picked up. Come on, come on, come on. You really need to pick up. Oh, he's out of energy. Does he have enough? He has enough in 1. He is going to pick this Queen up, and he's going to... Looks like he's going to kill it, because he's not going to be able to get... Looks like HayPro is not going to be able to get a transfuse on that Queen. Do they have enough energy left? Yes, they definitely have enough energy left to do 1 more pickup. Looks like, yes, we have 1 Phoenix almost at 50, and 1 Phoenix is at 50. So he is definitely going to be doing a lot of damage. Looks like once that other Phoenix gets to 50, he needs to lift up both of those Queens and take them out. Or at least, that is the way I would play this. However, there is a 3rd Queen coming up. So he could definitely transfuse, even if he decides not to be able to do that. And he does lift 2 Queens up, so it looks like 1 Queen is going to go down. The other Queen does not have enough for a transfuse. So that Queen is going to be saved just by the fact that that Void Ray was about to die and he had to pull out. So it does look like he is going to lift up that Queen again. However, he is going to let it back down because his units are about to die, as it looks like Socke is going to be attempting to secure a 3rd expansion, similar just like the Zerg player. These Zerglings are going to be able to spot it, as well as this Overlord. What is Socke doing right now? He's just massing up an army. Still has those Phoenixes, but he is getting a quite decent amount of Starkers in his army composition now. Not making anything out of these Stargates just yet. However, he does have 1 Void Ray that is literally almost dead, 7 HP left. But he does have 5 Phoenixes, which all of these Phoenix have enough for at least 1 liftoff. So he is going to be taking out a lot of drones here. However, there is a Spore Crawler right there, so it is going to defend this. seeing as Phoenixes cannot attack ground unless they lift it up. They cannot lift up that sport crawler. So looks like HayPro right now in behind in a lot of aspects. Is he actually behind in economy? No, he is actually ahead in economy. So definitely good for him. He is ahead in drone count. 69 drones to 57 probes. That is definitely a very good thing for him. A very good situation for him to be in. And it looks like Socke is he just now getting upgrades? Yes, he's just now starting his upgrades as he was going very heavy with that Stargate, that new Stargate. That Stargate strategy, trying to pick off a lot of units. However, that did not quite work the way I believe he wanted to. He did get a couple of queens, which was definitely ideal. It was definitely ideal. Some of my southern cutting out of me. However, HayPro is going to be double expanding, once at the gold and one at the expansion in the 9 o'clock position. However, these Phoenixes are going to be looking around. They're going to be trying to find their enemy, trying to find something to kill. While it looks like HayPro is going for a lot of upgrades. He is getting the level 2 melee upgrade, as he already has the level 1 carapace upgrade. So these roaches are already more powerful than their opponents, as these units do have an attack upgrade. However, they do not have any armor upgrade, which is definitely very awkward. So the level 2 attack is going down. Gonna help these. Oh my! I did not notice he was making banelings. Oh my! This is going to be very unusual. I'm not sure that I agree with this. There are a lot of stalkers in this army, and banelings do not do a lot against stalkers, as stalkers are armored. And there is even an immortal in this army, and there's still nothing to combat this air. And with all of these stalkers, you definitely would need to have some. I would definitely like to have seen a lot more hydras. However, HayPro is he is a pro. Oh, I see exactly what he's doing. HayPro is going to be going for the pro move. He's going to be doing an Overlord drop with banelings. Oh my, oh my, oh my. However, it looks like, are these Phoenixes going to see him? Yes, these Phoenixes are not going to see. Are they going to see these Overlords? Oh my, if they do see these Overlords, that would be big. However, it does not look like they're going to see this Overlord. However, this hallucinated Phoenix is going to see these Overlords. So it looks like Socke is going to know that there is a drop coming. So does that mean that HayPro is going to back off, or is he just going to get more banelings? Looks like he's just going to get a lot more banelings. So it was hilarious. The real Phoenixes were not able to see it. However, the hallucinated Phoenix does do his job, does see the drop. So this is going to be very difficult for HayPro to pull off, as he did have to cancel that hatchery to start this. However, it is not really too bad for him, as it looks like we are going to have a big battle up here. He needs to really drop those banelings. However, he needs to drop those banelings to be able to equalize his force. Is he going to have time? Oh my, these stalkers do have blank. This is going to be amazing. This is going to be a huge battle, and he is going to drop the banelings right on top of his opponent. Oh my goodness, looks like that is going to be super effective. Those banelings are able to do a lot of damage. I retract my previous statement saying that banelings were not good against stalkers. Looks like they did manage to take out a lot. However, looks like the army from Socke was just too powerful. They are going to be pushing the force back. Pushing the force of HayPro back to the base, taking out a lot of Overlords. That is the only bad thing about trying a drop with Zerg. Most of the time you do lose a lot of Overlords, and if you do not have enough to compensate, then you lose a lot of supply. However, a lot of banelings being morphed in. Does he have baneling speed? I would very hope that he would. Yes, he has baneling speed. As looks like HayPro is going to be attacking, as he does actually destroy this expansion. HayPro does not cancel, so that is 300 minerals lost. So that is a lot of banelings. There's a lot of banelings set back. He does not have a lot. Looks like Socke is going to be attacking this expansion. And is he actually going to be able to take it out? Or is this unit... Oh my gosh, the Corruptors flying in. What are the Corruptors doing here? Oh, the Corruptors do not need to be in this battle, except unless they're just going to be meat shields. As these banelings are going to come in. Looks like they are going to be able to clean a lot of this up, unless Socke is able to micro away, which I don't know that he's going to be able to. Yes, looks like Socke does minimize his losses by a decent amount, as infestors do come out for HayPro. So this is a very intense game, back and forth. But however, Socke does in fact get this gold expansion, as all of these other expansions are blocked by burrowed zerglings. So this is definitely a very, very good game, very back and forth. Oh my goodness gracious. Looking at the income tab, it looks like Socke does have an advantage with that gold expansion. However, in the unit count tab, we see a lot of zerglings, a lot of banelings, and with 2 infestors, it looks like the worker count, it has equaled up almost completely, as there are 79 probes with 77 drones. Looking at what both players are really doing, it looks like right now, are these actually set? No, he's just moving them. I thought maybe they were set to patrol, but it doesn't look like they are. They're just moving around. As it looks like some corruptors are chasing these phoenixes, which I believe these are hallucinated phoenixes. No, it looks like these are regular phoenixes. Sorry, they looked really blue in this angle. But it looks like HayPro is just trying to make sure that his opponent does not get on one of his bases. Right now, HayPro having to play very defensively. However, he does have a lot of money saved up, and it looks like he is going to be going for the Zergling adrenal glands, and it looks like he is going to be morphing in 7 Broodlords. Oh my. Where are these Broodlords? I want to see them pop. Where are they? There they are. There's the Broodlords. We will come back to them here in just a second. Just looking around, looks like there are some High Templar coming up for Socke, and he is going to be making a major offensive. These Broodlords really need to morph right quick. And let's see. Oh yes, very nice Broodlords. Even in low graphics, those Broodlords looks amazing. Those Broodlords are really going to help out. However, is Socke going to catch this army off guard? Oh my gosh, he really needs to be ready to fungal growth, one fungal growth. Is he going to get a second one off? Looks like he is going to get a second one off as these Broodlords are coming. However, is it going to be too late for this army? This army is really taking a beating. However, it looks like he's going to stall just long enough to get 1 set of Broodlings off. However, that is not going to be enough, as a lot of Zerglings and an extra Broodlord that I did not see that are going to come in, and looks like Socke is going to have to pull back a little bit and regroup. Those Broodlords are very, very powerful against the army composition that most Protoss players use. The same composition that Socke has right now with a lot of Stalkers. Simply because Stalkers cannot kill, they cannot kill small units, very light units very quickly, as most of their power comes against fighting armored units. However, if we look at the unit count, if we look at the food count, it looks like Socke still has a very good advantage. He does have 3 attacks. He is getting the first defense upgrade, as well as Zealot Charge. Now looks like the Zerg player looks like for air he is stopping at 1-1. What about ground? Where are some ground units? Let's see. They are, as far as Zerglings, they are 3-2. Zergling melee is 3-2. As that we are going to have another major battle right here. Those storms are tearing into those Zerglings. Is this going to be enough for HayPro to hold on right here? I really don't know. It looks like some Banelings are going to get dropped in. Is it going to be enough, though? Those Broodlings taking a lot of damage from those Blink Stalkers. Is this going to be enough? I really don't think it is, because those Stalkers can't just blink up. And it looks like the Zealots are going to be taking a lot of damage. Oh my goodness! The Broodlings beast mode. Oh my gosh, Broodlings! I have new respect for Broodlords just from this one battle, as that is just amazing. 7 Broodlords basically holding off an entire army by itself. Zergling's not able to do too much damage, but looking at the stats right now, HayPro does take an advantage. However, his money is getting extremely low. His income, his expansion is almost completely out of. Oh my gosh, Dark Templar! Dark Templar are going to come in here. What are they going to do? Are they going to take out? They're going to take out this Spore Crawler, so that there is no detection here. So, oh my, I did not even notice that he was making Dark Templar. Oh my. And looks like there's no detection over here, so I don't believe these roaches need to move over here. They need to get back before they are just absolutely murdered. If I were these Dark Templar, I would really be working on either this evolution chamber or this spawning pool or roach warren. So, it looks like, oh my gosh, I believe that, yes, Dark Templar actually took out this expansion, which really hurt HayPro badly. He has so many Broodlords, but he cannot do anything with them because he has no detection. Come on, HayPro. Come on, HayPro. So HayPro is getting level 2 air carapace. I guess flyer carapace. Yeah, that's what you would call it. So it looks like HayPro does need to be getting his hatchery back on this expansion. So it looks like we have 5 base against 4 base, and except this high yield expansion for the Zerg player is not up and running, whereas it is for the Protoss player. Right now, the Protoss player, the ball is in his court. So, because HayPro does have 10 Broodlords. Oh my lord, that is a lot of Broodlords. That is really going to help him out in any of these exchanges. But it does look like Socke did learn a lesson. He is getting Archons, and he does get Zealots. A lot of Zealots, so those Broodlings aren't going to do quite as much, because Zealots do 2 attacks against ground units. Of course, that's all they can attack. So, but it does look like there's going to be an exchange here. Looks like the Broodlords are going to be coming in from the high yield. Doesn't look like HayPro has much else other than these Broodlords. So these Broodlords are going to have to be clutch. Oh my gosh, that is a lot of Broodlings. Are these Broodlings actually going to be able to take out this army? Oh my lord. So many Broodlings, so little time, as these Broodlings do 7 damage. Basically, they do the same amount of damage as a Zergling, because they do 7 damage. Zerglings do 8 and a little faster because of the adrenal glands. However, you just cannot match the amount of Broodlings that can be produced by some Broodlords. And where do the Broodlords? Oh my! The Broodlords actually had to move over here and try to take out these Dark Templar, but they are going to come back here and throw up some Broodlings to be able to handle this army. Is this going to be? I actually believe HayPro has the advantage now. Those Broodlords is really going to town on that army. 10 Broodlords are definitely win-win for a Zerg player. So looking at Socke right now, it looks like HayPro just running out of money. He has 2 working expansions, and the other one is just now going up. I really don't know what HayPro can do right now. The Broodlings are definitely good. However, if these Stalkers can get... Oh no, there's the answer to Broodlords. There's the answer. Some Void Rays, and there is no anti-air in this army. Oh my, those Void Rays, they're going to tear through these Broodlords. No anti-air by HayPro. As soon as he sees these Void Rays, that is pretty much going to be GG, because there is, yep, and there it goes, the GG by HayPro. Very good game by HayPro. However, he was not able to get any anti-air pretty much the whole game. I believe the only anti-air he had was Corruptors, and the only times they ever attacked was when he had maybe 4. So this was definitely a very hardcore game for any Zerg or Protoss player. This is definitely the kind of game you want to see from pro players, and definitely at a tournament. Definitely with HayPro going very pro with those Broodlords. Broodlords are very, very imbo when it comes to attacking ground. However, as people will realize, Broodlords really are not that powerful against air, because Broodlings cannot attack air. So, thanks guys. This is a very good game, very long game. I hope you liked it. If you like it, please subscribe. Check out other channels on my channel, and I will see you guys later.